And what's going on, guys? Mini Call here coming at you with another video. This one is going to be day 3 into Dark Dimension 4, and just basically how Khalessi is progressing through. The first day, managed those 2 attacks with the refresh. Got it to about halfway, and then yesterday did another attack and basically have just like 1.5 million in health left to do. So I figured today should be able to finish up this node as well as kind of start the next node and basically just see how we progress. So without further ado, let's just cut my rambling and get right into this node. So still kind of running them, the same way. And yeah, let's just kind of get into it. So we're loading into the fight. Hope everyone is having a good one so far. Kind of working still on progressing, getting my global characters basically ready for the next couple of nodes. Still hoping to take in my Pimtech team. Obviously so far I only have 2 of the members and working on the other 3, and kind of just we'll see how that goes progress-wise. So in this one, Falcon does his special, but I believe I got rid of Falcon. Vulture's going to do his special, and then Shocker performs his special and ultimate, which I want to say I got rid of both of those. So really the first on my list, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Vulture. He's kind of the last, special related character. As I kind of mentioned in the last video, I am getting myself out of that Dark Dimension 3 mindset of, I actually do want Phoenix to die sooner rather than later. The problem with Dark Dimension 3 was that if you did Phoenix special and she stealths everyone, she would die, but basically because of the enemy, by the time it was actually her turn, she would die again in Dark Phoenix mode, and it would kind of like negate the whole process. So, you kind of don't want that going on. So boom, we got that node done. So that is our first node completed in Dark Dimension 4. Took 3 days. Had I not done that refresh the first day, I guess in theory it probably would have taken about 4 days. So not too bad as far as progress-wise goes. Just kind of, it'll be a slow progression through just because I don't have the desired team that I actually would have liked to have taken in, but they are still doing well. Like I said, this is definitely not Dark Dimension 3, and I mean, it actually feels like you're making progress on a regular basis. Since Phoenix is the only one that is dead, and I do have 84 of the Dark Dimension refreshes, I'm going to go ahead and revive her real fast. That way I have a full team for this next node, and we will see what this next node has in store for us. Didn't really kind of look at the enemies. I kind of think it's kind of cool that when you are starting the node, it basically tells you, like, basically what the different abilities are. And hey, Roy Stone. But yeah, so, just kind of going into this, we'll kind of look at what the specials are for this node and just kind of go from there. So anyway, let's see what we've got. So in this one, Doctor Strange is always going to perform his special, so that is going to be the move that basically flips all positive buffs into negatives. So he is probably going to be a prime target, I think. Next, we've got Elsa Bloodstone. She is always going to perform her special, which, well, congrats on Doom. That is awesome. So looking at that, her special ability, I'm actually not super familiar with that, so I am going to have to read up on that, decide how I want her as a priority. All right, and those are our 2. So real quick, I'm just actually going to look, and I am also currently playing Dracarys and Mini, so I'm going to look on Mini real fast and just look up Elsa Bloodstone's special. Scrolling on down real quick. All right, so... All right, well, thanks for that, Roy. Appreciate that. All right, yeah, so looking at that, just kind of looking at it, so I'm assuming probably in Dark Dimension 4 it's going to be a maxed out thing. So it's, let's see, we've got 150 plus 30, 30, 30, so that's 90, so probably close to about 400% damage, and it's going to attack the most injured enemy for 200% damage, ignoring taunt and stealth. Alright, so that is definitely not something... 2 shots of my characters. Well, that's kind of crazy to hear. So, looking at this, so with that being said, I think I'm going to target Elsa first. Elsa, this team isn't really going to be pretty heavily buffed, just with the characters I have. So let's go ahead and get rid of Elsa Bloodstone first. We do not want that massive damage on the field. Following the removal of her, we will then probably target... probably going to say Doctor Strange, just to get rid of those buff clears. Like I've said kind of in the past, this team is not exactly my ideal choice. It was just kind of more of a situation of getting started in Dark Dimension 4 and just kind of slowly, making some progress through. So we're doing not too bad, I would say, for, this first kind of pop in. Ideally, like I said, I just plan on really slowly chipping away at these nodes, and as I bring up kind of a more ideal team, I think these should become more of a longer fight, and I don't think the fights will be as short-lived. But anyway, wasn't paying attention. Yellow Jacket actually was blinded for that, so I really shouldn't have popped his special, or his ultimate rather. But anyway, I think this is going to be a quick end fight, so boom, we did wipe. I'm thinking, I know it said I probably wouldn't be doing this all that often, but I think I am going to go ahead and do a core refresh, and just want to kind of get a better feel for this node, and then following that, I'll kind of just go back to my normal... kind of just normal play style of just giving the node a shot and then kind of calling it a day and then just waiting for the refresh tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, so we'll go back in with this node. We did manage to do a pretty big chunk of damage to Elsa Bloodstone, so I think I should be able to take her out with this second fight. And yeah, so I mean, so far, like I've said, Dark Dimension 4 is going a lot better than Dark Dimension 3. Dark Dimension 3 was just very frustrating in the sense that you would basically do one attack and then your entire team would wipe. And I mean, it just really wasn't a fun game mode by any, way, shape, or form. Let's go in. We will start. Let's go ahead and pop Baron Zemo's special. And so yeah, so we'll see how we do. Like I said, if I can just get rid of Elsa Bloodstone, I think that'll be kind of at least get the ball rolling with this node. And yeah, so I think it's kind of cool too that Doctor Strange is actually not going to do his ultimate, so you don't have to worry about him reviving characters, which is always nice. We were able to get Elsa down, and we've got the rest of the kind of field a bit on the weaker side, so that is definitely good. I think I'm going to lose my Phoenix, so Phoenix is down, which is okay. Like I said, it's just going to be kind of a very slow process of chipping things away. So we managed to get rid of the Doctor Strange. We got rid of the Elsa Bloodstone. Next, I'm going to get rid of this rocket just for the damage that he does. And I think if I can survive their next set of attacks, my next goal will be to get rid of the Star-Lord over here. Boom, we got Star-Lord out of the way, and now let's go ahead and take out Ghost Rider, just because he is a fairly high damage dealer. So we are taunted into stature over here, so let's go ahead and pop Yellow Jacket's ultimate. We'll get a taunt from our own stature going. Just kind of hopefully maybe keep Thanos alive a little bit longer. Thanos is definitely probably one of my heavy hitters. as well as Yellow Jacket. As I've mentioned, I do have a special T-Ford, so he is absorbing 30% health from these Dark Dimension 4 characters, which, as we all know, Dark Dimension characters have very inflated health pools, so any character that does percent base damage is always going to be really good in this mode. I think we should be able to get rid of the Ghost Rider. If not, it'll be pretty darn close. And I think that will end this Dark Dimension 4 attempt for the day. Just kind of look at where the damage is, and then I'll end the stream just to kind of cut off the Dark Dimension 4 aspect so it makes it a little easier to upload. But I will hop back on stream and just kind of continue my daily kind of playthrough. I will probably switch over to mini call, just make things easier, I guess. So far, we got to 33 mil, so we did about 6 million in damage, which isn't too bad. So definitely, like I said, it's a slow progression, just kind of doing, I guess, some maybe rough math, and obviously depending on typical damage. If I can average about 5 million, this node, in theory, I guess should take me approximately 7 more days, but we'll see. Certainly, in some cases, when you get the ball rolling, you kind of get some really great momentum going, and you are able to kind of progress quickly through it. Real quick, I'm just going to open up those 10 gold orbs that or this 5 gold orbs that I did just get from the one-shotting of, well, not the one-shot, but the clearing of the first node. And I can also kind of, I guess, show where I am with the progression of my Dark Dimension 4 characters as far as building up the additional ones. So hopefully we get a nice good gold drop. Doesn't look like we are getting anything too crazy. Khalessi, with the building into Dark Dimension 4, I am definitely pressed for gold. I haven't run into a training mats issue yet, but I'm sure that is actually pretty quickly fast approaching. So currently, other characters I'm working on building up. I've got Hela. She is 3 pieces of gear away from being ready. My Pimtech team, I'm currently working on Ghost. She is 4 pieces away. Once I get her done, I can then also focus on Ant-Man, who is 3 pieces away, as well as Wasp. Other characters I'm also working on. Jubilee is 3 pieces of gear away from being Dark Dimension 4 ready. Longshot, I am currently working on his unique over here. Once that is done, I think I still have a fair bit amount of mutant gear, so I should be able to hopefully take him up as well. The plan is to take Longshot and Shatterstar, as well as Hela and Minerva in for the cosmic nodes. Jubilee, I am planning to take her in for the legendary. And then other characters I'm working on just leveling and kind of very far to the side are also my symbiotes. So I've taken Symbiote Spider-Man to level 80. I will then do Carnage next, followed by Anti-Venom, and then Scream and Venom. Obviously, if I can get at least the 3 symbiotes, Dark Dimension 3, or Dark Dimension 4 rather, Dark Dimension 4 ready rather, those are certainly my priority, being Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, and Anti-Venom. And then I'll just kind of see where the roster is for a 4th character. There is a possibility I might take in a different city character just because of the gear constraints, but it also just depends on where I am when I get to that point. I'm not anticipating being into the city nodes anytime soon. So if there is another city character when I get to that point that I can take up pretty easily without running into any gear constraints, I will possibly consider that. Characters to potentially consider, Punisher over here, who is a skill character. I do seem to have an abundance of skill gear, so that is an option I might look into, but that is definitely a problem for tomorrow. So I'm going to end this little stream on Khalessi's Dark Dimension 4 attempt for the day. If y'all have an interest in kind of seeing the continued progress of Khalessi in Dark Dimension 4, feel free to let me know. Certainly happy to continue recording that. But I'm going to switch on over to Minicall and just kind of continue my daily playthrough. And thank you so much for watching, and take it easy.